Oh, good morning, good afternoon, good Christmas. It's a white Christmas up here in the Yorkshire Dales. Not there or there, but up there. The cottage we're staying in is at well, it's not at the bottom of the valley. Well, I suppose it is at the bottom of the valley, and the peak that we could see above us was rather white this morning, but we weren't certain. We thought it might just been a very hard frost, but as we've driven out, all of the peaks around here are covered in snow, some more than others. Now, I've come down this track and I've not been on this track before, always been on the other side of the river. And I wanted to see whether I could get a view of the scar over there with the river below. It is a lovely scene, and indeed you can get a view of it, but it's not a great photographic view because it's through an old oak tree which is just up here. I did get a shot of it and you can have a look at that, but the tree really interferes with the view itself. But further down this track, I wander this way a little, I've got a nice view of Kiston Force there, or the lower falls anyway. I'm not sure whether it's actually Kiston Falls or the lower one's called something else. Someone I'm sure can put me right on that. And with my 12 to 40 on, I've got quite a nice composition just looking kind of straight down there. It's not, again, not earth-shattering, but it's not a bad shot. And when you see shots of this waterfall, it's often a shot that's really quite close by, so you can see the whole fall. And this is a little different. So let's frame that up again and take a look at that. So just framing up so that the waterfall isn't kind of almost top third position. And I have to be quite careful of that twig as well, because that really does waggle around a lot in the top, but if I come too high it's definitely in. So timing's everything there. It's not a bad shot. Let me know what you think of it. Right, well, let's see how treacherous this is. It is slippy. So this is a path that goes down to Kiston Lower, is it Lower Falls? Upper Falls, my mistake. Looks like there's some snow clouds building up the hill there. We've had a little bit of snow come down. When I say a little bit, like dandruff. And oh, to be honest, I don't know whether it's when I put my hat on or not. This is rather nice little walk, slippery. What a wonderful little space this is. Oh, lovely. Everything covered in moss. It's gorgeous. I have to be particularly careful today because my new glasses have, you can see, I've somehow damaged them, and they're now completely armless. Now, that down there is a lovely view down the swale again, and it's one of those, again, it's too interrupted by the trees, but if you could get down to that level down there, which I certainly am not going to attempt in wellies, I'm sure that looking that way would be rather fabulous. Well, as much as I want to try and get down to this waterfall, which is somewhere that I can't see, obviously quite a way below me, my footwear today is not right for this. It's just not right, and I've got to be honest, I think that's just a little too risky, so I'm not going to do that. What I am going to do, I think, is look for a composition here, because it's achingly gorgeous. It's just lovely. The trees and the gnarly trees, they are gorgeous. Just the opportunity of a bit of separation because of the dark colours in the subject and the kind of foreground side, and looking further back everything's rather much lighter, so I might be able to get an image that I can pull the levels around a little bit in post and get that. So I'm going to give that a go. I've made my way down just a little bit, and I left my bag up there because I don't want more weight on me than is absolutely necessary. I don't know what composition I might find here yet still, because I'm always worried in situations like this of photographing something that's just incredibly messy and busy, and that's exactly kind of what it looks like, so I've got to get low. Also, photography gloves. A big thank you to Ballarat, who have provided these Markoff Pro V3 gloves for me to try out and review. I've been using them for a few days on and off as the weather's dictated over the last week or so, and first impressions are, boy, these things are good. They are very good, but there'll be a full review when I've been using them for a bit longer. But links in the description if you're interested in these. They are very nice. Let's see what we can kind of frame up here. Just drop this one-armed glasses. No, actually, this isn't bad. If I keep the angle down low, I do kind of like this. I think I need to get the camera a little higher to obliterate the rocks in the foreground here. If I come too high, I end up, if I tilt up too high, that is, I end up with the greenery of the hills over there, which I do not want that. So I'm thinking I'm going to just get myself up. He says I'm just getting myself as though it's easy, and there goes the glasses. They're all too easy to lose now, because I can't just sling them around my neck. They were kind of trapped in my turtleneck, and yeah, lose those, we don't get home. Right, let's get up here. There we go. Right, now is that better? Yes, I think it is slightly better, but the hellish down angle gives me way too much foreground. Let's see what I can do here. I'm going to have to zoom in. Not sure of those. I don't think that's the shot. But it's kind of there. It's the angle that I don't like. Now that's better. That's much better. Even further down. This is one of those images that I knew when I was going to take it that it just might not work. I mean, you've seen that in the video. And there are times where I really do like it, and there are times where I don't. I ping pong between these, and I'm really not sure. I spent a long while editing it, and I think I'm quite happy with this, but you know, I'm in two minds. What do you think of it? And also, I think I'll probably do a video about this in the future, just a kind of talking heads video about how we as photographers fall in and out of love with the images that we create. Do you know what this is down here? This is a very special kind of plant. It's a like and subscribe. Well, it's a bit of a whiteout today. You've probably noticed it's not the same day. This is tomorrow, or to you, the next day. This is Boxing Day. So yesterday, the peaks up here that you can't see now were covered in snow, relatively light dust, well, lighter than this. And today, well, the whole place, as you can see. And it's rather nice. And further up here we've got some ruins, which I'm expecting will be in the cloud. But on the other side of those, down the bottom of the hill, there's a rather nice little waterfall amongst some ruins of an old smelting mill. So I think I'm going to try and get down to that and see whether I can shoot that in these conditions. And I'm looking up here, so I've got a very bright background. I'm overexposing by 2 shots, 2 stops, or 1.5 stops, or thereabouts, according to the camera. This will probably work better as a black and white, I suspect. I just like the contrast. It's all very contrasty. Tell me what you think. Something's caught my eye in the murk here, and it's changing rapidly. And I don't know whether it's going to work or not. There is a couple of trees just up here, which I'm sure this camera can't see. If I switch to the Olympus, there they are. And they look rather nice in the murk, and I was thinking I might use this wall as a bit of a lead-in foreground, but I think the contrast between the two of them is way too great. And I think perhaps just the trees on their own, I think, might work better. So I'm going to give that a quick play, and you see the camera's struggling for focus there. Well, mind you, it's because the focus point is there. Don't forget to click the like button. Here I am at the remains of the old smelt mill at pretty much at the foot of Swinner Gill. So just round the corner here there's a cascade, and a set of cascades and waterfalls coming down the hill. So I'm going to see what I can get. Light is incredibly flat, so it should kind of work for us, but it's dull too. So I'm not expecting I'm going to get a lot from a waterfall photo. As ever, I'm just going to have a look, see whether I can spot anything, and try to make the most of what's here. I'm going to go and have a look at this waterfall, and I'm going to try and not slip. A lot of the gill in the fall has been spared the snow. Here though, it's just melted from the spray and such from it. Whichever way, it means that there is colour here rather than just white. Last time I came here I didn't have wellies on, so I didn't dare try to get down there. So this time I'm going to try a shot from lower so I can look up the falls and do something from there. But one of the things I must do in achieving that, or before I even attempt that I should say, is I've got to change this lens, because I need a wide angle on. Talk amongst yourselves. Should have had that out earlier. I must emphasise, I do not like changing lenses in these conditions. Right, dampened one off there, one here.
We interrupt this programme to report that I lost sound again. I'm not entirely certain what happened, but I recalled into this little Zoom H1, and it's a little vulnerable to pressing the on-off button or the start-stop record button every now and again, and I keep forgetting to stick the lock on, so it's probably my fault. It might have run out of battery as well. I really don't remember, but it came as a surprise when I was editing the video. Anyway, what I was trying to say was it's damn slippery down there, and how the heck I managed to stand upright and not fall over and kick all of the gear into the into Swinner Gill, I still don't know, but I'm thankful that I didn't. Anyway, I got quite a nice shot out of it. It's not the last shot of the video, and somehow I managed to get the audio back later. Anyway, enjoy this photo.
I couldn't resist just getting across the ford and coming over here to see whether we could get another shot, and I can. It's quite nice. I'm going to hand hold this, and I'm confident that I can hand hold it, but ISO 200, a sixth of a second, and f9. Obviously hand holding means that my framing kind of can vary a little. Let's come over here. I've got to be careful not to get the bridge in. I'm quite convinced that I'm going to get a shot out of that lot that I'm quite happy with as well. Right, it's just gone 3 o'clock, so it's time for us to head back to the car, because we've got probably a 40-minute walk and no more than an hour's worth of light, so that's what we're off to do. And I suspect that this is the last that I'll bother taking many shots, because I've got to get back. Simple as that. Thank you very much for watching. If you've liked this, please click the subscribe button, click the like button, send me a comment, and Happy New Year to you all. Take care.